The Galactic Council chamber had never been so loud. Hundreds of alien leaders filled the hall, shouting across glowing tables. Some demanded war. Others wanted Earth punished. In the center stood Ambassador Marcus Hale, the only human in the room. High Chancellor Varric stared down at him. "Humanity will surrender the outer colonies," Varric said. "You are too young, too weak, and too small to refuse." Marcus did not move. His face stayed calm. "Earth does not want war," he replied. "But humanity will not kneel." For 1 second, the chamber became quiet. Then the alien leaders laughed. The sound spread through the hall like thunder. Varric smiled, certain the human was bluffing. He raised one hand to order Marcus removed. Before he could speak, every light turned red. A deep alarm shook the walls. The main doors opened, and a security officer rushed inside. His skin had lost its color. "Unknown object near the station," he said. It appeared without warning. A giant screen lit up above the council. At first, it showed only darkness. Then stars began to vanish, one by one. Something enormous was moving between the station and the nearby sun. The shape slowly came into view. It was a warship. Its black armored hull stretched farther than many cities. Blue engines burned behind it like small suns. Rows of hidden weapons opened across its surface. No one laughed now. Varric leaned forward. "How did it pass our defenses?" The officer swallowed hard. "It did not pass them," he whispered. "They never saw it." A message filled every screen. "This is the human Titan-class battleship Leviathan. We are here for our ambassador." Then a massive weapon under the ship began to glow. Marcus looked up. For the first time, even he seemed worried. Something was wrong. The council chamber fell silent as the Leviathan's weapon continued to glow. High Chancellor Varric quickly stood from his seat. "Order every defense ship to surround it," he shouted. Ambassador Marcus Hale turned toward him. "That would be a mistake." Varric ignored him. Outside the station, dozens of council warships moved into position. Their weapons locked onto the human Titan. Still, the Leviathan did not fire. A calm woman appeared on the main screen. She wore a dark human uniform, and her silver eyes showed no fear. "I am Commander Elena Voss," she said. "Release Ambassador Hale, and we will leave peacefully." Varric pointed at the screen. "You enter council space with a weapon charged and ask for peace?" "The weapon is not aimed at you," Elena replied. A new image appeared beside her face. It showed a dark area beyond the system. First, nothing could be seen. Then hundreds of red signals appeared. The council members began whispering. Commander Voss continued. "A Dravic invasion fleet has been hiding behind your outer moon. They will attack within minutes." "That is impossible," Varric said. "The Dravic are our allies." Marcus looked at him sadly. "Not anymore." Suddenly, the entire station shook. Outside, space twisted open. One by one, massive Dravic warships entered the system. Their black ships surrounded the council station from every side. A tall alien appeared on the main screen. His face was covered in battle scars. "I am Admiral Corvin," he said. "Today, the Galactic Council ends." Panic spread through the chamber. Some leaders tried to run. Others shouted for help. Commander Voss remained calm. "Council leaders," she said, "you now have two choices. Trust humanity or face them alone." Admiral Corvin raised one hand. Every Dravic weapon turned toward the Leviathan. "Destroy the human Titan," he ordered. Admiral Corvin's order reached every Dravic ship. A second later, space turned red. Hundreds of plasma beams and missiles flew toward the Leviathan. The attack was strong enough to destroy a small planet. Inside the council chamber, several leaders covered their eyes. But Commander Elena Voss did not move. "Raise the shield," she said. A blue wall of energy appeared around the human battleship. The missiles struck first. Fire covered the Leviathan, and the council station shook from the explosions. For several long seconds, nobody could see the human ship. High Chancellor Varric slowly smiled. Then the smoke cleared. The Leviathan was still there. Its armor had not broken. Even Admiral Corvin looked shocked. "Return fire," Elena ordered. Hidden doors opened across the Titan's hull. Human railguns fired metal rounds faster than sound. Dravik ships exploded before their pilots could turn away. Small human fighters launched from the Leviathan. They moved between enemy ships like silver arrows. Still, the humans did not attack escape pods or damaged ships. Lyra noticed this. "They are choosing their targets," she whispered. "They are trying to save lives." Varric did not care. He secretly opened a private channel to the Council fleet. "Attack the human ship from behind," he ordered. "Both enemies must be destroyed." Marcus heard him. "You will kill the only people protecting us," Marcus said. Before Varric could answer, every screen flashed white. The Dravik flagship had opened a giant weapon near its center. Long metal arms reached toward the nearby star. The weapon began pulling energy from it. Commander Voss studied the readings. Her calm face suddenly changed. "That is a solar breaker," she said. "When it fires, this whole system will die." A countdown appeared on the screen. 6 minutes remained. The Leviathan turned toward the Dravik flagship. Then all its engines burned at full power. The Leviathan rushed toward the Dravik flagship. Every enemy ship opened fire. Red beams struck the human Titan from all sides. Pieces of armor broke away, but the giant ship did not slow down. Its blue engines burned brighter as it pushed deeper into the enemy fleet. Inside the council chamber, fear spread across every face. "They cannot survive that," Lyra whispered. Marcus kept watching the screen. "They do not need to survive forever," he said. "They only need to reach the weapon." Commander Elena Voss studied the Dravik formation. The solar breaker was almost ready, but several civilian ships were trapped near the flagship. Her weapons officer looked at her. "We can destroy the flagship with the main cannon." Elena shook her head. "Too many innocent ships are in the line of fire." High Chancellor Varric stared at her image. "You are risking your entire ship for aliens who are not human?" Elena looked directly at him. "That is what a protector does." She ordered a human strike team to prepare. A small black transport launched from the Leviathan and flew through the battle. Enemy fighters chased it, but human guns cleared a narrow path. The transport crashed into the side of the Dravik flagship. 6 human soldiers entered through the broken hull. Inside, alarms screamed. Red smoke filled the halls. The team moved quickly, fighting guards and cutting through locked doors. Outside, the Leviathan stood alone against the full Dravik fleet. The shields began to fail. On the flagship, the human team reached the solar weapons control room. The door opened. Admiral Corvin was waiting with armed soldiers. Behind him, the weapons power reached 90%. Corvin smiled. "You came too late." Then the final countdown began. The final countdown echoed through the Dravik control room. 30 seconds. Admiral Corvin stood behind a wall of armed guards. The human strike team had no clear path to the weapon controls. Captain Rian, leader of the team, raised his rifle. "Move!" he shouted. The room exploded into battle. Human soldiers fired from behind broken machines. Dravik guards rushed forward, but the humans fought with speed and control. One soldier fell beside Rian, badly wounded. Still, the team kept moving. 20 seconds. Rian reached the main console and tried to stop the weapon. The screen flashed red. "System locked," he said. "We cannot shut it down." On the Leviathan, Commander Elena Voss heard his message. She looked at the solar breaker. Its bright core was now aimed directly at the council station. Her officers waited for an order. "Open the energy plates," Elena said. The bridge became silent. One officer slowly turned toward her. "Commander, that beam can burn a planet." "I know." Across the Leviathan's huge hull, thick armor panels began to move. Under them were strange golden systems that no alien had ever seen. Marcus understood first. "The Titan is going to absorb the blast," he whispered. High Chancellor Varric stared at him. "No ship can do that. The Leviathan is not a normal ship." The solar breaker fired. A white beam crossed space and struck the human battleship. The Leviathan disappeared inside a burning light. The council chamber shook. Screens failed. Every alien believed the Titan was gone. Then the light slowly faded. The Leviathan was still there. Its armor burned, and its engines were dark, but it had survived. Commander Voss gave one final order. Release the stored energy. A powerful blue wave burst from the Titan. Every Dravik ship lost power at once. The enemy fleet became silent. But deep inside the Leviathan, a new alarm began. Its energy core was collapsing. Alarms screamed across the Leviathan. Red lights flashed inside every hallway. The Titan's energy core was breaking apart, and the stored power was spreading through the ship. Commander Elena Voss stood on the damaged bridge. "Begin evacuation," she ordered. No one moved. Her first officer looked at her. "We are not leaving you behind." Outside, the powerless Dravik fleet drifted in silence. The council station was safe, but the Leviathan had less than 2 minutes left. Lyra suddenly stepped forward inside the council chamber. "We must help them," she said. High Chancellor Varric stared at the burning human ship. Only minutes earlier, he had ordered his fleet to attack it. Now the same ship had saved every life in the system. Varric lowered his head. "Connect all council ships to the Leviathan," he ordered. "Give them our power control." For the first time, hundreds of alien ships moved under human command. Energy cables and beam links reached toward the Titan. Slowly, the council fleet began pulling dangerous power away from its core. The countdown dropped. 10 seconds. 5, 1. Then the alarms stopped. The Leviathan survived. Later, Admiral Corvin was brought before the Galactic Council in chains. His plans were shown to every world. Varric stood before Commander Voss. "Why did humanity save us?" he asked. "We gave you no reason." Elena looked at the council members. "Because power means nothing if it only protects itself." No one spoke. The council offered Earth a permanent seat and full control of the captured Dravik fleet. Humanity accepted the seat but refused the fleet. The Leviathan slowly turned toward home. As it left, every alien warship lowered its weapons and gave a silent salute. The galaxy finally understood the truth. They feared humanity not because humans could destroy worlds. They feared humanity because humans had the power to rule, and still chose to protect.